Alright, hello everybody and welcome to Moons of Peril, the new almost Barrows-like encounter where you kill some bosses, get some loot, and then happy days. So, before you start, you do want to come here with melee gear. You want a slash weapon, I've got a whip, you want a crush weapon, I've got a Zami Hasta when it's on the pound setting, and I've got a fang for stab. So you want all three styles, stab, crush, and slash, and then you'll have a much nicer time with the bosses. So to start off, we're going to be going to the northeast side, going through this entrance over here. This will put us into a lovely cavern, which we're going to run all the way up to our camp, which is a little bit of a trek away, but it is well worth going to. And on the way, we can look out for some bushes, if there are any. I don't know if there actually are any down this side, but there are definitely some up top, like right there. That grubby sapling is what we want. We do want a few of those, and it seems they're all up here. So we're going to grab probably like 5 of these. Here's essentially what we're going to want here, because these are made into potions, and we've got 6 in this case. But yeah, what we're going to do is actually make a cuppa on the stove that gives you 100% run energy. We're then going to grab the fishing and the herbal supplies, and you're going to crush those moonlight grubs and add them to your vials. And grab some more vials. And make a couple more there, and then even grab some more, but you do have to drop them on the floor first, and then pick them up again after. Doesn't like it. You'll do that, you'll then come over here and grab some fishies, and I've marked these tiles as well, so you can use these if you like, and essentially whichever side the fishes decide to go, you can click up there and cast your nets in their general direction. And so when you have a full invent of fish, you're going to be cooking them on this stove, and then as you can see down here, we have a lovely little crush boss. So we're going to be heading down this way and equipping our best crush weapon, which in my case is a Zami Hasta. You might have something slightly different. We're going to head in here, and then we're going to drink one of our moonlight potions, and these are essentially super combat and super restores all in one. You're going to come in, you're going to pray melee, we're going to ignore this warning, and again, you're going to attack the boss and stand on this on these bright circles that appear right here. So they keep cycling around, so you just stand on them as you go. Click, click, click. And if you do take a bit of damage, you can always eat a bit of food. It doesn't hurt too much, but it does a little bit. You then get pushed around here. So when you get pushed behind, wait a couple of seconds, then start walking, and then you will dodge most of the attacks. Not all of them, but most. And then you just keep on walking around, follow it as it goes. Hopefully you will. It's a little weird this. Like sometimes you take nothing, and when it's couldn't. But yeah, just turn on your walk and then walk with the ball. You should be in most okay. And as soon as the circle lights back up, turn your run back on, and essentially keep whacking the boss. So what you've got to do to defeat these bosses is you've got to do 500 damage to it in total. Obviously, the higher your stats, the better. But we do have to deal with a couple of specs. That was one of them, and then there is another spec coming up very soon as well. If you're not in the circle, you do start to take some rapid damage, so do make sure you are going quite speedily. And here is the second spec. Make sure you eat up during this one. So keep your prey melee on, and essentially, whenever these mobs spawn, you're just going to click on them. You only have to click once, but I often like to spam click. It just feels better for some reason. But you can just click once, and if you do it right, hit them, get a bit of XP, and your weapon speed will actually change to 2 ticks, I believe, instead of 4. You keep clicking all of those until it's done, and then back on the sun, and then for me, my boss is now 1 HP, and then we've killed it. Lovely. So proud back off, and that is how you do the crush boss. Then I've also got some more time markers here. There's kind of directions, but we want to go east. We want to go east to the Stabby Stab boss. So me, I've got my Fang here. So we're going to be heading over there, drink some more of these potions, get our stats back up to full. So nice and boosted in combat, and also prayer as well. Once again, little pray melee thing, and we've joined in right now when the tornado thingies are coming through, and essentially you've got to go to each side of the room and light these braziers. The specs that you join in on are going to be like somewhat random because the boss is just perpetually going. So we're going to head over there. Oh, that breeze is already lit apparently. Okay, spec ended. But then it's the same again on the circles, this time with stabby stab. We're going to be stabbing away with our weapon here until it dies. There is one more spec this boss has as well, which I'm sure soon. It is a bit dangerous though, as you can see there are some bones over there, so somebody did unfortunately face cold a little bit too muchly. I'm actually going to stop attacking here just so we can definitely see the next special. Ah, here it is. What the boss does is it takes your weapon and stores it somewhere. So you want to find the one with the blue in it, that is your weapon, and give it a good punch while also moving backwards every time the scary icicles come. So just give it a good punch or a kick, and before you know it, you'll have your weapon back. Absolutely fine. Yeah, just fairly quick reactions needed to get out of here. Got a fair bit of time. Yeah, then once it's dead, you get your weapon back, and then you're waiting for the old circle to come back, and then you go pew pew pew, and the boss is dead. So those are the two specs it has. Obviously, if you're a bit weaker, you'll have to deal with more specs, but those are the only specs the boss does. And then you get TP'd out once again, and you drink the coffee, and then, or the tea, and we go over here. I've got some more tile markers, but we're going east once again. Alright, so here we have the slashy boss. So I've got my whip for this one. Once again, it is Peril melee. And this spec right now that we're joining in on is the rain spec. So basically just dodge all the blood. It's not too bad. And then just like before, we are going on to the shiny circles. A bit like that. Whack the boss a bit. Once again, we're moving around with it. It does disappear from time to time if there are too many people. There's like a little visual bug there when too many are around. But just make sure your HP is high, because this is the boss that does kill people. So do be a little bit wary. Make sure your HP is nice and high. And here we get the puppies. So in my case, I did get the circle that was right on me. It could be literally any one of them. But a cool trick here you can do is if you step back at the right time just before the Jaguars attack, you can actually dodge their attacks. You can do a nice little step back, a little bit like that, and dodge a bit of damage if you want to get a little bit fancy, which is quite a nice little thing to do there. Gives you a bit of damage. Other than that, just left click, and then once again, look at that, we're back on the shiny circle. We're clicking the boss, and we're rotating around once again as we go. Yeah, that's basically all there is to it. Those are the two specs of this boss. I guess I'd recommend not going too busy of a world, because it does seem to disappear, which is not great. But yeah, that's essentially it. Just move around a little bit, back and forth with the puppies. And oh, yes, this is the start of the blood spec. So just kind of watching out, stand still for a bit, maybe drink some food and some potions. Getting a bit lucky here that it hasn't stopped me yet. But that will probably change, but maybe we'll get really lucky. And it won't do it. Oh, it didn't do it at all. Ah, well, there you go. Sometimes you can just stand still, so that's always nice. Yeah, as you can see, that guy there taking rapid damage, 16s if you're not careful. So yeah, make sure you're in these circles. And it is basically a wrap. That is it. There we go. Boss is done for me as well. And once again, grab another cuppa, and then look at this. So south is the reward chamber. So we've done all the 3 bosses now. So we'll be going all the way down south here. You can pray melee through here if you would like. They don't hit that much, and you will be restocking on food soon. But it is always a good idea to save some HP where you can, and then you are in the boss loot area. So you can come up here, open this chest, have a little look what's inside, which is a bunch of water orbs, which is actually quite nice. So we'll grab those, and over here as well, look at the little statistics, your kills, your deaths, the global kills, global deaths. And then after you've done that, you want to go straight back up north again. I've got this little fishing area sign here, because dun dun dun, where does it take you? It takes you right back to that initial place that we started in. So this is when you restock on your fish, you restock your potions if you need to. If you're a bit high level, you can do 2 runs in one go. But otherwise, just fish a few more fish. Clicking around like Jack and Daxter. And essentially do the same thing over and over again. So it is 0 supplies. You don't have to do anything in terms of supplies. You just make them, and then you go, and then you loop back around, and it's such a satisfying loop coming back to the boss, just like round and round and round and round. You can stay here as long as you like, and obviously like the loot chest, it goes to your bank, which is super useful. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this little guide. Hopefully it helps. I will see you all really soon. And if you did enjoy this video, please do come along to the Twitch streams as well. Come say hi. And yeah, the link is in the description. So good luck on your loots, guys. Get those drops, and I'll see you again soon.